Hello everybody and welcome to my little video about Beltane. I thought I would do something a little bit different and I just wanted to talk about a ritual that we did yesterday with the St. John Pagans group. For anyone who isn't familiar with the St. John Pagans group, and I imagine a lot of you probably have no idea who I'm talking about, we're just a little group in St. John, New Brunswick that is trying to form to get people out doing ritual together, celebrating together, trying to find our little squad, if you will, our witch squad. We've been working on our St. John Pagans page on Facebook for a long time, networking and trying to get people together, and we finally did it. So we finally did our very first ritual together, and I like to think it was amazing. We had so much fun. Everybody who went had so much fun, and it was great conversation. People had an opportunity to add stuff to the ritual. It was relaxed. There wasn't a lot of rules. It was a perfect day. It was so perfect. It was sunny. It was supposed to rain and it didn't rain. So everyone who did their little weather magic, kudos to you. Thank you, because it was a beautiful day. It was hot. It was sunny. It was lovely. The ocean, the tide, we got there at high tide. And as we were setting up, it was high tide and the ocean was pretty close to us. And then as we got into the ritual, the tide went out and we had this beautiful flat beach that we raked a big labyrinth in, and people could walk the cycles of birth, life, death, and then walk rebirth and life. And it was a really, really cool thing. I think we went above and beyond. We did so much. It worked so hard and it totally paid off. I think everybody enjoyed it. At least I hope they did. In St. John, where I live, it's an amazing little city. It's charming and old. It's the oldest city in Canada. But it's also the type of place where everything takes a little bit longer. Nothing is easy in St. John. People have to work really, really hard. And we're resilient and really tough. And I think that around here, it's just that we're just taking baby steps right now. But I think that once we're all doing this for a bit, I think we're going to be successful. And I don't know, I'm kind of rambling, I'm sorry, but it was really special. It meant a lot to me yesterday. It really did. It was a magical day. So what I thought I would do is I would share the ritual with you. Because it was public, I feel like it's okay for me to share this and read the ritual to you. If it was something that I did with my coven brothers and sisters, of course, I probably wouldn't share the whole ritual. But where it was a public ritual, I have no problem reading it and sharing sharing the experience with you. So just because there are so many awesome videos on YouTube already of people talking about Beltane, what it is, how to celebrate it, correspondences, I just thought this might be something that's just a little bit different, some variety. Also, check out my little attempt at hiding the television behind me. This is my rendition of a painting with Jane. I think it was Lavender Fields or Lavender Sunrise, and she's amazing. She's on YouTube. I love her, so please check her out. You can do this if I can. It's not the best, but if I can do that, you can do probably better or at least that good. So check her out. And without further ado, I'm going to just take you through the ritual and talk to you about different parts of kind of what happened, what we did, and I hope you enjoy. So this was at Miss Peck Beach. Beautiful day, sunny. It was just a perfect day. We had a priestess who was myself, and a priest who was my coven brother, and a handmaiden who is my coven sister. We also had some fire keepers who were people that came to the ritual from the group, so they helped out. And we also had guardians who called the quarters and had, invoke the elements. So they were all people that from the group who volunteered, which was amazing. Everybody got a chance to add their energy, which I think made the ritual very special. We created sacred space, so that was when we set up our circle. We took, I can't talk today. I can't talk any day. I say that every time. We took mason jars and we put tea lights in them, and we tied ribbon around the tops of the different colors of the elements, and then we put them at each quarter. We set an altar up at kind of between north and east because we wanted to kind of have it facing the ocean. we had flowers at Earth as well, which was kind of nice. We set up at Air, we had incense, and then at South, we had the Wicker Man plus a bunch of candles and stuff. And then at Water, conveniently, the ocean, the side for West, was right where the ocean was. So we literally were blessed to have the beautiful Atlantic Ocean. So that was kind of, again, I'm getting all excited, but it was so fucking awesome. Oh my god, it was just magical. It was a really magical day. It really kind of gave me that nice zhuzh, you know what I'm saying? Like that, Anyways, I'm getting distracted. It's Beltane, so can you blame me? Heather, she went around, she smudged everything, and she kind of cleansed everything for us, and she was amazing. Just amazing girl. I love her. Love you, Heather. She kind of, yeah, she got it all going. She made this awesome portable fire, and she made the Wicker Man. She took, I'm getting all distracted, but this was so cool. She took a fondue pot, and she bought at Frenchie's, which is just a thrift store here, for $3. She took an egg carton, cut it up, covered it in soy wax, put another egg carton, cut it up, put more soy wax, and then it just poof, lights on fire, no problem, and it stays in the little container. It was a small enough fire to light our Wicker Man, and it lasted for a whole ritual plus our little potluck. So yeah, awesome idea. So we had that, she made that. So as people came in, she was smudging everybody and getting everybody ready and getting everyone that mystical kind of mindset, and we used sage. Then what we did is we had our quarter callers all take their place. So they were all at their little, and these were people who volunteered. So thank you guys so much if you're watching this for volunteering. Your energy really made a huge difference to the ritual. It wouldn't have been as successful if it wasn't for you guys who came out. So again, thank you so much. And what we did, we had the maypole like right in the center. Ooh, yeah, well, Beltane, guys, I'm sorry. We had the maypole in the center of the circle, and ribbons kind of coming off of it and flowing everywhere. And I asked everyone, okay, like stand around the maypole. Let's make a circle around the maypole. So everyone that was at the quarters kind of came in. And then I started and I say, I cast a circle hand to hand and heart to heart, and then I take the hand of the person beside me, and then they repeat it, and so on and so on and so on, all the way around the circle back to our acting priest, who then says it. And once we all have our hands held, I say, we cast a circle hand to hand and heart to heart. It is a sacred place outside of time, outside of space. The circle is cast. We are now between worlds. And then everyone's kind of like feeling excited, and you can just feel that rush of energy. Everybody's kind of on the same page, and we all know today we're going to make some magic. Then everybody kind of, our people go to their quarters, and I'll just read one of them because they're all kind of the same idea. So our east person lights the incense, and then they say, come to us, O spirits of air, come to us on this spring day fair. Bring to us the warm flowing breeze, stir the young spring leaves. Touch us with your powers of inspiration as we sing and dance tonight in celebration. Hail and welcome. And then everybody says, hail and welcome air. And then we move to the south, and it's kind of the same idea. We light a candle, like the south candles, and we didn't have the fire pit going quite at this point, because we wanted flare for the Wicker Man. And then we kind of go, hail and welcome fire, and hey, everybody says that. And then water, we had the ocean and a candle, and then we went to north, and we did the same thing. And everyone kind of says, hail and welcome after each quarter is called. And then I read this invocation to the goddess, and this is from Jason Mankey, I believe. This is where we sourced this verse. The earth shrugs off its coat of wintry snow. Buds begin to form upon the quiet trees. It becomes clear that winter has to go. The sun breaks free of February's freeze. Day begins to overtake the dark night. Green peeks out of the once frozen ground. Long absent flowers reach for the sun's light. The jay sings her almost forgotten sound. Spring has come to play its warm, joyful song. Tonight we dance upon the new green grass. And this is where I was like, well, kind of sand. So again, have fun. Have fun in your circle. Say whatever you want. We laugh, we circle, knowing we can do no wrong in this space where the Lord and Lady pass. Happiness is Beltane surrounded by friends. And you guys too. Outside upon the earth, the maiden tends. Lord and lady, lady and lady, lord and lord. We invite you, we invoke you. Wild lady of the woods, come to us, come to us, come to us. She comes, and as she comes, she sings to us in bird language. The sound of her bright wisdom is hidden in the wild cacophony. I had to practice that word a bunch. Cacophony, and I'm probably not even saying it right still. Her voice awakens us to her purpose. She comes, and as she comes, her scent rises around us. The perfume of her skin enlivens our blood. Her warmth awakens us to our passion. She comes, and as she comes, she gathers us to her. She claims us in this place, and we are held holy, sacred, whole in kinship with her, older than time. I love the line, she claims us in this place. She claims us in this place. I just love that. Wild lady of the woods, come to us, come to us, come to us. Be with us now. Hail and welcome. And then everybody, hail and welcome. Then the priest says, wild lord of the woods. This is kind of where I get a little, sorry. But seriously, the horned god, seriously. Come to us, come to us, come to us. He comes, and as he comes, his breath is hot on the back of our neck. His wanting is palpable. I may have said that wrong. Arousing us to attention. He comes, and as he comes, we feel the touch of his fur against our skin. We smell his musk. Unmistakable animal power. He comes, and as he comes, he stamps the earth around us to make the circle sacred. He sounds his call to claim us and this place. Oh, the priest did it much better than I did. And we are held holy, sacred, whole, in a kinship with him, older than time. Wild lord of the woods, come to us, come to us, come to us. Be with us now. Hail and welcome. And then everyone would say, hail and welcome. So after this point, we had a goddess and god mason candle as well that were red with white ribbons. We lit those on the altar, and then we all made our way to the maypole. And then our coven sister said, let us celebrate the union of the goddess and god, bringing fertility back to the earth by weaving our colored ribbons around the maypole. And then we just we instructed everyone to dance, going over and under, and we told everyone to have fun, and we just had people take turns because we only had a certain amount of ribbons, and it worked perfect. And I kind of had a little drum, so I am not a musician, but I did a little heartbeat, like a little do-do-do-do, and people did their thing, and it was really fun. We told people to chant, have fun. Everybody just laughed and laughed and laughed. Drinking game, how many times did I say fun in that one part about the maypole? After that, we did our Wicker Man, which is what I was super, super excited. I will confess, I am a huge fan of the Wicker Man. It is my Beltane movie. I did watch it before the ritual. I was ready to go. And it was perfect. It was perfect. He was amazing. He lit up like crazy. Oh, it was so perfect. So before, we asked everybody to write on slips of paper just something they want to sacrifice, whatever that is, whatever you want to get rid of, and just stick it in the Wicker Man. So we had all these sacrifices in the Wicker Man, ready to go. And we said, now we're going to make our symbolic sacrifice of the cold winter months to the warm coming days of spring and summer. We included spring and summer in this because where we live, it's not really like the beginning of summer. It really is more like the beginning of spring. So it's still kind of a spring feel for us. With this sacrifice, we can take this as an opportunity to sacrifice parts of ourselves with the Wicker Man so we too can be reborn with the warming sun. Burn the Wicker Man. So we lit it on fire, and we found this corn cob on the beach when we were digging the maypole. So you best believe we turned that into a penis. And we lit the portable fire, and then it lit the penis, and it just lit the Wicker Man right up. I mean, it was crazy. It was amazing. Some of the fellas there might have been a little uncomfortable because it was very dramatic. It was very, very dramatic, but it was awesome. And as it was burning, we sang a chant. We did the earth is my body, water my blood, air is my breath, and fire my spirit chant. I'm not going to sing it. I am a terrible singer. I had to lead it at the beginning, and it was a situation. But we got through it. And then we also did Spirits of Fire chant, which was an idea of another gal that was at the ritual who is an incredible woman, and we are so lucky to even get to work magic with her, and she suggested that chant, so she led that, and it was awesome. So thank you to her, because that was an awesome add to our ritual. After we did the Wicker Man, we all were kind of having fun, and everybody was feeling really lighthearted. So that was when we moved into the cakes and ale. So I just poured some wonderful wine into a chalice, and I am gracious goddess of abundance, bless this drink and infuse it with your love. In your name, I bless this drink. And then we passed it around the circle, the chalice, and we said, may you never thirst, as you see in movies and all of that, because I love it. I love it. So we use it, and around the circle it went. And then we poured the rest of the wine onto the grass, kind of outside of the beach, for an offering to the goddess. And then the priest, he did the same thing. We had these awesome vegan chocolate kind of cookies. So he held them up and he said, powerful God of the spring, bless this cake and infuse it with your love. In your name, I bless this food. And then we passed it around the circle. May you never hunger, around the circle clockwise, and then ending with me. And then we again left a little cookie out and kind of crumbled it out for nature. And then the high priest says, the sun sinks into the night sky. The time has come to say goodbye. Farewell to the Lord of the wood, God of all that is growing and good. We bid you farewell at the ritual end. Fond farewells and blessings we send. Blessed be. And then everybody says, blessed be, and everyone's all clapping and cheering. And that was another fun thing. When the maypole ended, everyone was clapping and cheering. I need some more of my fridge water. Nothing but the best. And then when the Wicker Man, same thing, everybody was clapping and cheering, and just, it was so much fun. It was so much fun. So I said, the maiden turns to mother, as she has now found her new lover. We bid farewell to the maiden of spring, thanking her for the joy she brings. Thanks to the lady, we are never alone, she that is maiden, mother, and crone. Blessed be. And then everybody says, blessed be. And then we dismiss the quarter, so I'll kind of do what I did before and just read one. And so north. Earth has blessed our right as we now sink down into night. Spirits of the north, go in love. In peace, the elements. In peace, the elements we now release. Hail and farewell. And then everybody says, hail and farewell. And then we all gathered around the maypole again. And we just kind of held hands. And everybody said, merry part and merry meet again. And everyone was like, yay. And that was it. That was the end of the ritual. It was wonderful. And afterwards we had a little potluck. Everyone enjoyed a day at the beach. We all probably got crazy sunburns. I mean, I'm in Canada. Not only am I in Canada, I'm in Atlantic Canada. And I have a huge sunburn in April. So definitely the sun's been reborn. And I think we all took the sun into us a little bit, literally. But it was a wonderful Beltane. I hope that you have an amazing Beltane. I hope that you find some time, even if you just take a couple of minutes to think on the holiday. Do it for you. Do it for yourself. You will be so grateful. It's an amazing time of year, so take advantage of that energy. Make sure to put some food out for the fairies. Remember, the veil is thin, so if you want to connect with loved ones who've passed on, or if you want to do divination, tonight is the night there, honeys. So make sure that you take advantage of this wonderful energy. Plus, the full moon was last night, so that full moon energy is nice and strong. So this is a time to make magic. As of right now, while I'm making this video, I have some, an actual bread pan sitting outside on my deck collecting rainwater, and I'm going to use that for my Beltane face wash that I do every year hopefully for some beauty. So please make sure you do something special, even if it's lighting a candle or taking a couple of minutes to dancing around a maypole or just making some sweet, hot, passionate love. Whatever that is, just go out and do it and have an amazing Beltane. And if you like to be a little bit dark and naughty, happy Walpurgis. And I hope that your night is diabolical and sexy and lusty and musky and all of those kind of things. So just happy Beltane. Sending you lots of love, and I hope that you're happy and safe and that you just reap all the blessings you can this wonderful May Eve. Bye!